Frank West. I bet you're wondering how he got here.
Come on out west, have a few laughs. Kill a bunch of goddamn zombies.
Yeah, I might have had no good reason to make that intro except for my love for Oingo Boingo. It like makes no sense, and there's no connection to the rest of the video. But after I made it, I found one. Okay, ready? It wouldn't be a dead man's party without pizza.
Boo this man!
God, I knew I was gonna do that joke, and it still makes me feel sick. Alright, fuck it. Hi, I'm Ned. Welcome to Ned Bytes. And today we're gonna make pizza, but not just that. I'm gonna show you how to set yourself up with your own homemade frozen pizzas. And they will cook pretty damn fast. I mean, not as fast as the oven from Dead Rising, which apparently has a fucking flux capacitor in it, because even accounting for the fact that the game speeds up time, it still only takes a minute for a pizza to cook. It's ridiculous. I've gone off on a tangent. Let's make some pizza. Wow. Here's our ingredient list for the day, and we're not gonna hover here very long, honestly, because it's pizza. You can put whatever the hell you want to on it, but I'm just gonna show you my favorite, like, simple pizza sauce, and the rest of it's gonna be mostly technique on how to make pizza dough. But let's start with the pizza sauce. Wait, hang on. I gotta change this music. I'm gonna, like, pass out. Like, I'm serious. I cut a version of this video that only had, like, the muzak from Dead Rising in it, and it was putting people to sleep. So, I'm gonna have to use this song. If you play Dead Rising, you're more than familiar. But if you haven't, just know it's the most 2000s song that ever existed. Like, it was on an iPod in somebody's pocket. That iPod was next to a flip phone. That pocket was a cargo pocket on cargo shorts. The person wearing those cargo shorts was writing a blog about the OC, and they meant everything they said about it. They were super fucking serious. Like, that's how 2000s this is. It's like Limp Bizkit, but condensed and, fuck it. Let's just go 2000s the rest of the video. It'll be fun. Just come with me into a world of striped button-down shirts and entourage. Woo! Fuck am I talking about? I'll tell you what I'm talking about. It's the easiest pasta sauce in human history. Just take some garlic, chop it up, put it into a pot with a little bit of olive oil, fry it up, then add the rest of the ingredients. Now in this case, I'm using no salt and soy sauce, give it that umami, you know? You wanna be a food hipster, right? Umami, they love that shit. No, it flavors it up nice, you don't have to salt it too much. And then I'm also using really nice, like boxed tomatoes, not canned, palmy in this case. You can use like your own fresh tomatoes, like feel free, get some good tomatoes and drive yourself insane. Doing the thing where you bake them and dump them in cold water, then peel them and all that stuff. Feel fucking free, but it's just pizza sauce. Like, if we do fancier pasta sauce later, I'll absolutely insist on that. But for now, it's just this, just pizza sauce. Bring it up to a boil, then drop the heat down to low, and put a lid on, but not the entire way, leave a little gap. Wait half an hour for it to reduce, and then you can come at it with a potato masher or a fork and crush up those bits of tomato. And that's it. Moving on to the dough. The only thing that's even vaguely complicated here is get 00 flour. If you can't get that, you can do a combination that I'll show you in the video description, in the ingredients, of white lily and bread flour. And if you can't get white lily, just get the flour you can find with the least amount of gluten in it, which means the least amount of protein. I'll put a link to a chart or a Wikipedia article or something down in the video description, but the more gluten there is, the more like dense the food you're making. So if you're making something light, like pizza dough, if you want to be proper, you want less gluten. If you're making biscuits, way less gluten. But if you're making bread dough, obviously you want bread flour. It has a lot of gluten in it, so you get this nice like dense bread dough. But this is pizza, so 00 flour. It used to be hard to find, but now it should be at every grocery store. But be aware, it might not be with the rest of the flour. It's probably hiding, like with the international foods, or somewhere weird. We just ask somebody, or get it off Amazon and plan ahead. I don't know. Either way, once you have that, it's easy as shit to make this. Just put everything into the mixer and turn it on. I mean, except for the flour, obviously. And then once it's all mixed up, add the flour, and then run the mixer for 5 minutes on a low setting, like 2. If you don't have a mixer, just put it in a bowl, stir it up, add the flour, stir that up, and then knead it on a countertop for 8 minutes. This is a really simple dough too, so you can just wait the 2 hours or so it takes for it to double in size, and you're ready to start working on it and making it into pizzas, which we're doing now. Onward! So just do what you see me doing here. A little flour on the cutting board, a little flour on top of the dough, get a little roll up, a little tuck, you know, make it into a nice big ball like this. As soon as that's happened, cut it up with, this is a pastry scraper, which is a really valuable tool to have. If you don't have one, whatever you got, just cut it into quarters. Then make each of those quarters into its own individual pretty little dough ball. Move 3 of them out of the way, take one of them, and then just roll it out as flat as you can get it. And if you're like me, like, bread dough was intimidating. Like, I never cooked professionally, but I cooked for a living for a while, and I never did bread dough. It's always freaked me out. But if I can do this, you can, so just keep playing with it until you get like a nice circle. It doesn't have to be that big. And if it starts to get temperamental, like it starts to shrink up when you're trying to roll it out, just wait 5 minutes. Just let the dough rest. Then come back, roll it out until you have, you know, a fairly decent sized circle. That's going to depend, though, on what pan you're putting it on. I'm putting it onto a 12-inch round pizza pan. If you don't have a pizza pan, you can do this with some aluminum foil. That also works. Or you can use a cookie sheet or whatever you got. Whatever you're putting it onto, grease the shit out of it. Like this. Then maybe let it rest for a minute so you can control it better and spread it out with your fingies. Eventually, you'll have this. And then ream the fuck out of it. You get one of those pizza rollers, but whatever. Anyway, take this once you have it all stabbed up, nice, put it into a 475-degree oven for 6 minutes, and you have yourself a pizza crust. A blank pizza crust. Not that kind of blank. That's Madonna. We've talked about this. Me? Why am I talking to myself like this? And why am I making reference to Dick Tracy from 1990? All of this is weird. I need to get out more. Anyway, just take that little crust. You can just freeze that. Ready to go. Whenever you want to, you can take some of your pizza sauce, take that crust out, put pizza sauce on, put cheese on, toppings on, put it in the oven at 475 for 7 minutes. Now you know how to do frozen pizza. Oh, and if you want to do the dead rising pizza, you can like onion, a little bit of bell pepper, black olive. If nobody hugged you as a child, you want your pizza to taste like one topping. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love all of you and your pizza topping choices equally. But really, that's it. Super simple this week. But we're gonna do some more fun stuff with this later. Like I'm gonna do some crazy shit when I come back around to like Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. Oh God, Pizza Hut duplicates. That's in a month or so. But for right now, enjoy your frozen pizza, and you know, eat like the best version of Frank West. Because honestly, what are the useful food items in Dead Rising aside from pizza? You know, maybe a steak, but they go rotten, right? And you have smoothies and wine. And no man, I don't care if it's 72 hours, no man can live off smoothies and wine alone. That's just like gastrointestinal nightmare. Even if he has a little bit of a stronger constitution than Chuck from the next game, because really, Chuck? In the VIP. 2 bottles of vodka and 1 beer, and you're just... It's embarrassing. You should be ashamed of yourself. Alright, suck it up. You're better than that. Frank, show him how it's done. That's what I'm talking about. It's my boy Frank West. Yeah. Internet meme from back in the day. Game hero. Classic character. Fellow beefy, hairy, but somehow oddly handsome man. Yeah. I appreciate the shit out of you, Frank. I gotta stop wandering off like this at the end of all my videos. Like, it can't be good. Though I guess it's a good spot to put like, subscribe. Still talking. So, bye everybody. I'll see you next week.